With a convincing win over Missouri in Saturday's SEC championship game, Alabama locked up the top spot in the final college football playoff rankings, where they'll face Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. Hello, everyone. I'm Ray Crawford, and joining us from Tuscaloosa is our Alabama insider, Chris Stewart, who's been with us throughout the past couple of seasons, and he knows this program as well as anyone. And Chris, we all know you host Nick Saban's Coaches Show. What do you think intrigues him about matching wits with Urban Meyer and a former SEC foe?
Well, Ray, they know each other well, and I think from the fans' perspective, this is the matchup people wanted to see from the time Urban Meyer took the Ohio State job. When Nick Saban came back into the league at the University of Alabama, Urban Meyer was ruling the roost down in Gainesville. And while Coach Meyer got Coach Saban in that first matchup in 2008, we all remember 2009, the perfect year for Alabama, beating Tim Tebow and Meyer and the Gators down in Atlanta for the SEC title game and going on to that national championship season, his first at the University of Alabama. I think he loves matchups with the best, and certainly when you look at the past decade, consistent success, Nick Saban and Urban Meyer would fit that description.
Size up, if you will, this Alabama team compared to Ohio State, especially with the Buckeyes' improved defense, as we saw on Saturday.
Well, one of the things that most people thought would happen, and I believe to a large degree has, is that Urban Meyer would bring the speed along with the size that he had in the SEC to the Big Ten with Ohio State. There's no question they're an improved defense. Do they have the speed, though, to stay with Alabama and the speed and size that they have across the board, both offensively, obviously, and with what Alabama can do on the defensive side? It's going to be a great matchup in that semifinal, one that I think we're all going to be excited to see, but one where I think Alabama feels very good about their chances in this game, because they do still like the level of play they're getting on both sides of the ball, but especially against anybody's defense right now. If Blake Sims plays at the level he did on Saturday in the SEC championship game, they should be fine. You've
seen plenty of number one Alabama teams there in Tuscaloosa. How good is this one?
I think it's a great team, Ray. I think it's built much different from the others, and I think a lot of that has to do with the quarterback position. And Saban was asked about that yesterday and about the fact that they've changed styles, and he patted Blake Sims on the back. He said, let's be real clear. If it wasn't for this guy, we wouldn't be playing this way. They have adapted their system to the guy that won the quarterback role, and they're putting him in the best position to succeed. And Blake Sims has put this Alabama team in a position that, frankly, even though they've been there many times before, people didn't think they could get to this year. It's been fun to watch from up close, because the path has been very different, even though the final destination is one that's quite familiar.
It's a matchup we're all looking forward to. Chris, thanks very much as always for the insight.
Thank you, Ray.
And of course, we will see Chris in New Orleans on New Year's Day when the Crimson Tide travel to the Superdome to face the Buckeyes, with the winner advancing to the national championship game. For continuing coverage, stay close to CampusInsiders.com.